What is cognitive dissonance and what does it have to do with being in a toxic relationship? Let's talk about some of the reasons why women stay in toxic, abusive relationships. Welcome back, guys. It's MercyPaul. If you're new here, don't forget to subscribe and click on the notification bell. If you're coming back, thank you so much. I love you. I appreciate you. Cognitive dissonance is the ability to hold two opposing beliefs and think them both to be equally true. For instance, you're smoking cigarettes. You know smoking cigarettes is harmful to your health, but you have all the million reasons why you're smoking cigarettes. In a union, I'm going to generalize here because 80% of the victims of domestic violence are women. So, your partner could be good in one thing. For example, he's a good provider, he's a good dad, he's easy to talk to, your family likes him, everyone likes him, he's easy to approach. I mean, you could say he's a nice person. But behind the closed doors, he gets physical with you. He can call you out of your name. I mean, he's just have anger issues. I mean, he can break everything and anything when he's angry. And now, in such a case, you start being at war with yourself, being at a conflict with yourself, because now you're wondering, are you going to stay because for your children because he's a good dad and all that, or are you going to live for you? Which is it? That is now when cognitive dissonance comes in. You are not able to make a decision. It's just a confused state whereby you're not able to reason appropriately, you're not able to think accordingly and act. So anytime you think of asking why a woman is so stuck in a toxic relationship, think of cognitive dissonance. Another reason why women stay in toxic relationships, it's trauma bond. This begins when you start rationalizing the behavior of the abuser, and in most cases you start blaming yourself. For instance, when you were young and were punished by your parents, it was not such a big deal because at the end of the day, they just want the best for you. It was not a big deal. I mean, it was your parents. I mean, it was not a big deal. So in toxic relationships, women start sometimes to form a bond with the abuser, and they relate it as if it's a sign of love. Like they're punishing you because they want you to be better and because they love you. And when that happens, it is not easy for any woman to get out of that. It is not easy for anyone in that case. Another reason why women stay in those toxic relationships is self-esteem. Series of emotional trauma, it crushes their self-esteem. This person doesn't feel worthy enough anymore. And they tend to think that whatever is thrown at them, then, they deserve it. They don't see themselves as people who are capable of so much, who are beautiful enough, just excellent, but rather they just feel unworthy, unwanted, unloved, and appreciated, and they think that they deserve it. Series of emotional trauma whereby the partner is abusing you constantly, over and over again, calling you stupid, ugly, and calling you out of your name. With time, these women, they tend to believe what the abuser is telling them. I'm just stupid, so even if I leave this marriage, the next time you think of asking why can't she just leave, remember of these three things. Cognitive dissonance has set in. She's not able to make a decision. She's in a dilemma. She's at war with herself. She's uneasy. She's confused. And now she starts developing a bond with the abuser, trauma bond. And her self-esteem is crushed to the ground. This is a person who needs emotional help, is vulnerable, this is just a person who needs love, appreciation. She needs to be shown that she's worthy. This is a person who is a complete mess. She could be walking out there, acting like everything is okay, because personally she feels like This is her life. This is how it should be. But this is not how it should be. There's so much love out here. There's so much, life is beautiful. Life is good. But until you show this to that person, whenever anyone reaches out to you with a history of abuse, with a history of trauma, with cognitive dissonance, with trauma bond, with low self-esteem, please, just don't make it worse for them. Show them love. Show them support. Appreciate them. Tell them they are beautiful. We are beautiful. We are created in God's likeness and image. So we are all beautiful. And if you're watching, you're out there, and you're in such a state, there's so much love out here. I love you. This is a world full of happiness. There's so much to life than the toxicity in those relationships. Thank you guys so much for watching. I love you. I appreciate you. So don't forget to drop a comment. Don't forget to subscribe and click on the notification bell. See ya.